The XPS 14 is here, and we're going to unbox it straight ahead. Hey guys, it's Alex from Techaeris. I'm back with another unboxing. This time it's the XPS 14, and I have two models here. I have the OLED model and the non-OLED model. They both are going to look pretty much similar, but we're going to unbox them anyway. I took them out of the larger exterior box just because of the space on my desk, and I figured this would be better. But this is going to be a short video. We're only going to take a quick look around, and I'm going to compare them to the ThinkPad X9 and the Dell XPS 13 from last year. So let's get into it. All right, guys, here's the XPS box. I took them out of the brown box. The brown box only has the charging cable on it, the cable that goes into the actual power adapter. So I didn't think that was a huge deal. But this one on top is the OLED version. This is the more powerful SKU with a better OLED display, faster processor, and all the upgrades that you would normally get if you were looking for a really powerful machine. So we'll pull this aside, and same kind of stuff inside. We have the power brick, which is a 100 watt, and that's the same size as the 16, and you get documentation in here, so I'm not even going to bother with all that. I'm going to move that to the side. Non-touch LCD panel, and same stuff here. Oh, we're missing documentation, but yeah, we're going to get these mixed up, I know it, but that's okay. And they do always come in these nice kind of cloth. They're not actual cloth, but they're, I don't know what they call it, but it does protect them pretty well. All right, let's open up the non-touch, and they are, like I said, these things are identical. The only identical physically, they're going to be different as far as internally the specs. So I'm just opening them both up just so you can look at them both. They're the same footprint, same size, no differences here. And we'll take a look. Looks like a smaller version of the 16. There's your XPS logo. Really, really love this XPS logo. I'm happy that's there. Very nice. And then on the back, you have your Dell logo. We could have done without that, and I said that in the 16 unboxing as well. And your two rubber feet and your speaker ports, or not venting ports, excuse me. The speakers are underneath the keyboard, so it kind of comes up through the keyboard. Here we have our two USB-C ports, Thunderbolt 4, and you can see how thin this thing is. And on this side, another USB-C port and a headphone jack. And you can see how thin that is. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not even going to show you the non-touch one because it's the same thing. What I am going to do is I'm going to pull in the Dell XPS 13 from last year. Kind of give you a side-by-side here. Here's the 13, and you can see the size difference there. Not that much bigger than the 13-inch. And here is the profile. You can see about the same size, maybe slightly larger than the 13 from last year. Where you really see a difference is back here in the design. The beveled or the angled edge here is gone on the new XPS, and you have that more straight look to it, squared off. I actually prefer the squared off look. This was great when they first came out with it, but over the years it's kind of gotten old, so I kind of like the new design. I also have a ThinkPad X9 here. This is a 15.3-inch laptop, and here you can see the difference in size. 14-inch versus 15.3-inch, and you can see the difference in thinness. I think the X9 is slightly thinner, at least on this portion here. Once you get to the ports here, it does thicken up a bit more for that cooling system to be housed. So, and then finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the XPS 16, and we're going to take a look at that next to the 14 so you can see the difference in size there. Oh, you know, an interesting thing might be to do is check out this Lenovo 15.3 versus the 16 of the Dell XPS. They're almost identically, they're slightly bigger than the than the Lenovo. So let's move into this 14 versus 16 XPS. And you can see that is a huge difference in size right there. Very, very large, very, very big difference. So let's open these guys up. All right, here we are with the OLED on the left and the IPS LCD on the right. And this is the, I believe they are both touch enabled. Let's see if they are. This one over here, I don't believe is. So this is touchscreen. This is not touchscreen. What I did notice is this one on the right does have like a matte covering on it, and it's kind of nice to get rid of that glare. Oh, I think it's an anti-reflective coating on there. The OLED is great as well. I can immediately see the difference in blacks on them both. But yeah, this is basically what you're going to get on these machines. The keyboards are the same great keyboard that Dell's been using, and then of course the trackpad has the little lines here. You can't see them, you know, at least I can't see them here, but you can feel them. I know this was a complaint with a lot of users that these trackpads were, they didn't know where it began and ended, but now you do. At least hopefully you do. Of course the function row is back. No haptic function row like they did last time, which was a pain. I know a lot of people didn't like that. I was, you know, it was fine. I didn't really like it either, but it was what it was. But now they've changed it, and that's a good thing. So that is it, guys. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing. Just wanted to show the 14 and the 16 together and kind of show the 14 with a couple other laptops. I'm going to have more content, more videos on the 14 and the 16 coming in the coming weeks. I do have a busy month, so we'll see how that goes. But expect some more videos on XPS 14, XPS 16 coming from me in the coming weeks, and we'll see how these things perform. I have yet to actually use the 16 as much as I have wanted to since I unboxed it. I've been super busy, but we are going to get to it, and we're going to get to these as well. And that is about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure that you hit the notification bell, and make sure you comment below and let us know what you want to know about the XPS 14 and the XPS 16 for 2026. But more importantly, make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will talk to you on the other side.